Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel, Atlanta to Dallas Aviation, and today we have unveiling number 60, and the theme of unveiling number 60 is Alaska Airlines. Actually, I guess I could expand that to models that I got from the Alaska Airlines Company Store. So I have a little bit to say about that, but until then, I only have two models to show you today, so it should be a little bit shorter than usual. And I'm evidently having a hard time concentrating and speaking today, so you will probably see several cut in and cut outs, even though I'm going to try to make it as seamless as possible. Anyway, so if you've seen any of my other videos, you kind of know what the flow is. First, we're going to look at the boxes. That will probably be the shorter part. And then we will reveal the model, which has already been taken out of the box to help make this a little bit shorter. So they are already out of the box, and I've inspected them, and everything was a-okay, so we won't have any we won't spill any bad news about these. They're both Gemini jets, and as I said, they both came from the Alaska Airlines Company Store. But anyway, getting right to it, we're going to get right to the boxes, and the first one we will cover is this one. So this is Alaska Airlines, is a Boeing 737 MAX 8. And there is the front of our box, which opens up to reveal some information there. Oh goodness. Alright, let me adjust this a little bit there we go. So I can get this a little bit closer, so if you want to read it, you can do so. Alright, and it also reveals here that this registration is November 803 Alpha Kilo. Alright, and probably by the time this is out, y'all may have already heard that Gemini Jets is also going to be putting out a MAX 9 for April releases. So that is likely going to be at the Alaska Airlines Company Store. And that's where I have decided I buy my Alaska Airlines narrow bodies. Alright, we will get to that a little bit later, why just narrow bodies. Anyway, so there you have it. Alright, so that was the front. And I need to go back down here a little bit. Sorry about that. Alright, front of the box. I got the bottom of the box. Starboard side of the box. Sorry if it's glaring on you guys. Alright, here's what's on the top of the box. And I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and look at. So this item number is Golf Juliet Alpha Sierra Alpha 239er2. Alright, and then we got the port side of the box, which also has the item number right there. I knew it was somewhere else. And then we have the back of the box. So push that out a little bit. Nothing major to really discuss about the box. But that's what you got for the box on the 737 MAX 8. And then the other one There we go. All right. And then I'll have to adjust this when I open the flap, I guess. All right, so here's the next one. And this is Alaska's 787-9 that they inherited from their, whatever you want to call it, merger. It's not really a merger since Hawaiian still sort of exists. But I'm calling it a merger because basically Hawaiian lost all their 787s and now all the 787s are going to Alaska. Alright, so now I don't know if that means, if anyone does know, please leave a comment. Are the Hawaiian A330s also going to be eventually painted to Alaska colors, and the only part of Hawaiian that will be left will be the A321s and the 717s? I don't know. But anyway, so 787-9s are all becoming Alaska, and this is the livery for it. I don't know what its official name is. I want to say it's the Aurora livery, but I don't know. But that's basically what the tail part is supposed to be. Alright, so there's the front. Let's open up the flap and adjust my camera here a little bit so we can get close. And you can stop it if you want to look at that. And here we find that the registration number is November 784 Hotel Alpha. So an old Hawaiian Airlines registration. Alright, so moving on here. Angle me down a little bit again. Alright, so now we got the bottom of the box. The starboard side of the box, where we have our item number, Golf Juliet Alpha Sierra Alpha 2400. Alright, top of the box with the barcode in the item number. And then the port side there looks like the starboard side. And then there is the back of the box. So anyway, so that'll take care of it for the boxes, and we will be back with the models themselves. Alright guys, we are back with the first model. This is the 737 MAX 8. Give you a little bit of a closer view of the port side here. That might be a little bit too close. Sorry about that, guys. Let me make sure it doesn't focus itself. And oh, almost. Alright, it will probably definitely focus itself now. There we go. Alright, I'm still not super excited about how unfocused that seems to be. And that's way better. All right. Sorry about that. Ooh, all right. Anyway, so there we got it. We finally got it to focus really well. I'll just go nose to tail here. Nothing really to point out. I'll be reading my extra information here in just a minute. I will have to say that it looks like the dihedral of the wings is too steep. Not extremely happy about that, but that's a problem Gemini Jet seems to have fairly often. And here we go. There's the registration right next to the American flag there. And then there's good old Chester. Chester, the Eskimo there on the tail. zoom out a little bit so we can turn on the turntable. And then I will read you my extra information, which most of that information is on the inside flap of the Gemini Jet stuff, but what's not typically in there, it will sometimes give you seating configuration, but it will just tell you what the total seat capacity of the plane is rather than having it broken down. So, all right. We will get it, it will start slowing down here so you can get a better look at it as it's going around. And my extra information, we start with the fact that this is Alaska Airlines, registration November 803 Alpha Kilo, and it is a Boeing 737 MAX 8. It was delivered to the airline on the 3rd of June 2024 and is currently active at the ripe young age of approximately 1.9 years. It is powered by two CFMI LEAP-1Bs and has a seating configuration of 12 business class with a seat pitch of 41 inches, 30 premium economy with a pitch of 35 inches, and 117 regular economy with a pitch of 31 inches. And this is consistent with the seatmaps.com definition for version 1 of the seating chart. So there is, according to seatmaps.com, there is also a second version of seating charts for Alaska's MAX 8s. Alright, they'll finish this turn and we'll move on. Alright, here we are with the 787-9. Give you a nose to tail look at this before we turn on the turntable. Alright. Moving slowly back. There's where the Aurora Borealis livery kind of gets started and expands out into the tail. All right. This plane's a little bit larger, so we have to be a little bit further out this time for the turntable. Hopefully that will stay in the frame as it rotates, but we will find out shortly. Pretty close. Alright, I don't think I'm going to have to readjust that for you guys. Gonna slow down a little bit. I might. Nope. Alright, excellent. So while you're enjoying the 787-9 turning around on the turntable, we'll give you the extra information here. It's again Alaska Airlines, and its registration is November 784 Hotel Alpha. And it is a Boeing 787-9. It was delivered on the 15th of November 2025 in this livery. So there are some 787s that actually got to fly around in the Hawaiian livery before being painted into this. I think they're all painted into the Alaska livery now, but this one never saw Hawaiian Airline livery painted on it. This one was delivered this way. It is currently active and is practically new. It is only 0.4 years of age. It is powered by two GE NX-1Bs, and its seating configuration consists of 34 business class seats in private suites, and has a pitch of 76 inches. The rest of the 266 seats are split between 72 premium economy with 34-inch pitch, while the other 194 seats are regular economy with 31-inch pitch. Alright, so that does it for this video. I appreciate you watching, and if you did enjoy, please leave me a like. And if you have watched several of my videos and have enjoyed them, please consider subscribing to the channel. And of course, if you have any comments, especially about the subject matter at hand here, please leave them in the comments below. And I do have some new models again. I have about 3 more just waiting for their own video. So stay tuned for those. But until the next time, happy collecting.